We live in the Matrix. You're gonna be like, huh? The Matrix? Like in the movie? Yeah, like in the movie. Hello beautiful beings, my name is Nick and welcome back to my channel. The title of this video is called The Matrix is Not Your Friend. Warning, this video might sound crazy or out there for some, or even might trigger you. So you've been warned. The purpose of this channel is to empower people, get them more spiritually connected, and to raise their own vibration. So we live in a matrix, a 3D reality matrix, or system, or even simulation if you want. Even physics now are starting actually to prove that we live in some sort of simulations, like in video games, kind of the same thing, but a very realistic one. It's so realistic that we think that it's all there is. Or we're so embedded in it that that's all we think it is. It's like let's think as like your soul as like as the player behind a game, and basically you are just the avatar. So your face, what you've been taught since you were young, is not really you. So this matrix is only there to keep you in it, inside of it. And basically to keep you in some sort of box or some sort of prison inside of it. And I'll explain why. So basically you start from a very young age at school to learn and basically just to regurgitate what you learn in school. And this system, this matrix, is basically, it's made for you to learn to become just a factory worker. It's an old system, back from like the First and Second World War, when they had to build all those factories to prepare for war and everything. And now that system is kind of irrelevant, because without the rise in technology that we had, we can't just be factory workers. Like, we all have this technology that does all this stuff for us, and it's only there to make you a good worker that pays his taxes, that works, that does all the normal stuff. And in the end, basically the end product, that's what they want, is for you basically just to become purely a consumer. Just a consumer, not an actual creator. So like Pink Floyd used to say, welcome to the machine, the system, the matrix. And it's kind of a machine. It's very well made, and I'm here to try to help you to wake up from this matrix or this simulation and actually achieve your full potential. You can actually do it, but you got to start to realize the machinery behind in the works. So there's that comment that I've read on a music video on YouTube not too long ago, and it's a comment for 3 years ago. And I think it was really very relevant, and I think I wanted to share it with you guys. So okay, so here we go. So welcome to the machine called society that brainwashes people by sending them to school at a very young age to be later teach them how to be a good worker. Please listen to the mainstream media. Vote. Buy things you don't need to impress people you don't even know. After all, appearance is really important. Please follow orders, obey the police, stay away from others, and always make sure to be in competition with them. Kill nature and life so we can build structures 100,000 feet tall to show who controls. And most important, never forget that money is the most important thing in life. It is a human creation that controls your mind and makes you a slave. But it's good for the economy. Welcome to the machine. I don't adhere with 100% of all of it, but I do resonate with most that he says on this comment. Oh yeah, and there's that other quote that I wanted to share with you guys. Comfort is a drug. Once you get used to it, it becomes addictive. Give a weak man consistent sex, good food, cheap entertainment, and he'll throw his ambitions right out the window. The comfort zone is where your dreams go to die. Have you ever heard of the saying, the rich get richer and the poor gets poorer? Well, that is, very true on a lot of sense, but it's only a matter of mindset. That's what they want you to believe, that the rich gets richer and the poor gets poorer. If you follow what most people will do and how the system is actually working, yes, that will be your fate. But unless you actually work actively to break out of that matrix and basically not let it control you, well, that's how they keep 99% of people poor but still amused with cheap entertainment like TV, social media, video games, all the latest TV show. That's very interesting, very entertaining for sure. So all those entertainment are basically just distractions that will actually either pull you down or put some brakes, or will really slow down your progress towards your own goals, towards you becoming rich, and rich with just your own passion. So all those distractions, they're there to pull you down. You got to start to wake up. All of this is just how the system is worked. It's basically to benefit the top 1% and to the detriment of the other 99%. There's always, let's say, a glitch in the matrix that you can do and actually break away from it. If you stay in the normal mainstream or average person mindset, yes, you're gonna keep being hypnotized without you even knowing, and it's gonna break you from your goals. We have been fed so many lies by the system, and believing those lies will keep you hypnotized in the system, and you will never fully attain your goals and dreams that you've always dreamt about. You don't want just to be a dreamer. You want to be a doer. Because if you don't, then there's a good chance that you might be on your deathbed when you'll be old, or you might be in your retirement or something, and then you'll have all those regrets, especially at the end of your life. You'll have all those regrets of all those things that you've wanted to accomplish, but you actually never acted upon it because you've been hypnotized without you actually realizing it, and that's okay. But because the system was actually slowing you down and entertaining you, a lot of everything you see is just a distraction. You gotta understand that most media, most TV channels and everything, they're all owned by only a select few number of rich people, and those people, they control what you can see and everything, so they can actually manipulate without you even knowing where you should focus your attention. Oh, look, this news story. Oh, this happens. But you gotta understand, this is all distraction. Yes, there are some real things that happens in the world, yes, but most of them are extremely overhyped, and it's mostly made, especially on TV, it's a lot more drama now. It's a lot more entertaining, so they will overhype everything. So oh my god, this happens there, and basically all your attention is now focused on that side. Like I've already said in my older videos, all of media, even social media, it's like a laser pointer, and we're like cats. And we're like, oh my god, oh look at this. So you gotta be very careful. All this are most of them are distractions, and they're there just to keep you entertained, even though you don't think it's entertainment. And then you will be at the end of your life, filled with regrets and wondering what the hell happened. If you think the Matrix movie was just a movie, well, you've been completely wrong. It's just a big fat metaphor for what's actually happening right now. The creator of that movie was very brilliant, and he was trying to send a message, but not everybody will get it. We have been conditioned and molded by society so that our personality, our worldview, our belief systems actually fit into a certain box, and that's the box of the average person, and that we should feel bad or feel shamed by others or being looked as weird if we don't fit into that certain type of box. But the thing is that that box isn't really you. It's not you. We all have our own uniqueness, our own weirdness, and it's really important to start to cherish it, because there will always be other people that won't be happy about what you do or won't agree with what you do, with what you say. There's always going to be some angry people or some people that don't agree with you, and you're just going to assume that fact, because you will never be able to please everybody. It's impossible. Once you start to cherish your own uniqueness and your own weirdness and start to be aligned with your own greater purpose and dreams and goals, well, life will start to become a lot more magical. And thus, you will start to become the greatest version of you that's possible in this universe. And then start to shine outside of society's norms and values. So you want to be more connected with your essence inside of you. Start to cherish your own weirdness and your own uniqueness, and that will be tremendously powerful. Oh yeah. Because once you start aligning to your true self or your higher self, you will be a lot more in tune with your greater purpose and the reason why you're here on this earth. We all have a different reason why we're here. Let's go with the chart I wanted to talk about. Let's do this. Okay, so let's say you have you, okay? Okay, and then you have a chart. Let's call it your growth chart. Okay, so let's go with the values inside of this chart, okay? So you have time. So that will be the time that passes by throughout your life. So with your age, as you're growing older. Okay, and then you have your achievements. Okay? So as you grow older, you start to get some achievements, right? Slowly, more and more achievements. So let's say that's your life, okay? With all your achievements and everything. So the matrix will try to drag you down, okay? And you will actually get a lot less achievements. So let's say you get a lot more intertwined into some of the distractions they have, but your potential, your achievements will get a lot lower, and you won't feel as good about yourself. But then you have, let's say, okay, so you have your potential. If you actually break from it, your achievements will be far greater. But you gotta be aware about all those distractions, and it will get a lot higher. Your growth will be like so much so much faster. And you'll feel a lot more accomplished in general. So that's where you are right now. Let's say you're right here. Well, be aware that you can be dragged down and you can get lifted up as well. As we go, further and further into the future, technology will be a lot better. TV shows will get better. Movies will get a lot better. Video games will get so much more better. Just imagine once we reach singularity and you can actually dive in fully. Like pretty much your whole mind goes into a video game. Just imagine how entertaining that will be. It'll be almost more entertaining than real life. And then the more and more we advance towards the future and technology gets so much more entertaining, eventually it's going to be impossible to break from the matrix unless you've already broken from it. So you got to be aware of that, because at a certain point, let's say we reach singularity around let's say, I don't know, 2050, and you haven't reached your goals there, or even that video games and everything gets so much more entertaining, so much more fun, that it's going to be so much harder to actually reach, and there's a chance that you'll go into a downward spiral. So yeah, you got to be careful about that. In my opinion, the only time that some of those distractions are very, very helpful for you is that if those distractions are directly linked to your dream. So let's say you want to work in the video game industry. Okay, fair enough, but focus on that only. Focus on that and be aware of all the other distractions that can get you. Or let's say TV, yes, it's a big distraction. Let's say you work in TV, in the TV industry or something. Well, try to focus on where you want to go in that industry. I really believe in some sort of utopian future where most people are going to be empowered with their own creativity, and we're going to be able to and just wealth is just going to flow in, naturally. That's what most people say, that wealth will start to flow naturally once you're really into your purpose and once you're really into your dreams and your goals. So I find that a lot of people now are waking up, and I believe that we'll drift slowly towards a new age of prosperity on this earth. But if you are aware that those are just distractions, you could use it to your advantage once in a while. Let's say, some video games once in a while, it's probably not that harmful. You just got to be aware that it can be a really big time killer. And time is really important. Time, life is short. You only have a certain amount of time, limited amount of time here on this earth. So, you want to use your time wisely. So the only way to break out of this matrix, in my opinion, or this system, is to listen to your soul, follow your dreams, whatever people around you tell you, and try not to follow popular trends too much. Anyways, I hope that this message can help some people. Take care, everybody. I love you all. And remember, you only have one life. You better make the best out of it and start working towards your own greatness. Peace. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And you might also be interested in watching my other video, my first video talking about the news, which is called Seriously, Stop Watching the News. Video link in the description below. Peace, guys.